Hi guys, I'm back again, and you can see I've got a painting sitting here. This is a painting that I did a long while back, and I don't know, it's too much little cells all over the place. It's just, I like the bigger cells, so we're gonna paint over it. I kind of looked at it. There's really no good spot for me to use for jewelry, so. I mean, there are a couple of places. I was just trying to adjust the pin in the back of it. And last time when we did it, it was a gorgeous painting, but I didn't like the way the white was reacting with the red. So we're going to try and avoid putting the white and red together. But we're going to start off with a little bit of white. And then go for the turquoise. And the orange. And if you guys want to know what colors I use, just look back to the colors I used on the last painting. It's the same exact colors. We're probably going to use, well, I don't know. I was going to say less white, but we kind of need the white just because we don't have a lot of paint left. So hopefully this one will be okay. I've saved the drippings off the table. I just put them in a cup so I can use them around the edges of the painting, so that our paint will hopefully spread a little easier. And of course, some of that white is going to mix with the red, but I'm hoping not as much. Hoping. And I think we just barely have enough paint for this painting. And actually, after I did that last painting, I was thinking I kind of wouldn't mind if these were just a hair thicker. I'll leave a drop in there for next time. But let's go ahead and finish up with that red. Well, maybe not. Okay, let's go ahead and put the rest of this turquoise on there. I'm trying to spread it around a little bit so it catches all the red. So we're not going to accidentally put that white on top of it. And the rest of the orange here. Okay, well, I can either use the last bit of this red or I can use white. And we have more white, so I think we'll just use the white. There we go. Get these cups out of the way. I have the mess from last time. So I'm just going to flip that over and make sure you guys are still, yes, we are in focus. So I've noticed that a lot of you that are watching the video, you're probably just sort of watching the fun part, which is flipping it over. I encourage you to listen to my whole video because I'm just kind of one of those people that likes to give tips throughout the video. And, I give a lot of information at the very end. I know, I might talk for 2 or 3 minutes after the pour is done. But, I feel like it's some important information. And, those of you who support me by watching my video all the way through, thank you very much for that. But, give it a try sometime if you don't typically watch my videos all the way through. And a lot of your questions that you ask me will actually get answered during the video. Whew, that was weird. Look at all those cells that were already popping up. That is muddy looking. I do not like that. Muddy. Muddy. But you never know until the pour is completely done what you're going to get. So let's just see what comes up. It's actually not a bad color. I kind of like it. It's sort of a, I don't know, a rusty orangey brown. I don't know what color that is, but we got some pretty cells coming up in there. And let's take our wet paint here. I really want to save this right here. Probably not going to happen completely, but I'm going to try. So we're going to get this corner especially nice and wet with the paint. And this color is not going to show, so don't worry about what you're pouring. Get those corners. Don't worry about what you're pouring on the edges. It's all going to pour off anyway. And if you use your corner catcher right, you won't get it back on your painting. There we go. Okay. Lovely. Let's find a corner catcher here. Oh, I've got a big one. But I think we'll just use a small one again. Okay, so I want to save, well, I like that, what's going on there. This whole section here and this. Like this I could pour off. So we're going to pour that off last. Remember the part you don't like, pour it off last. So I want to get rid of some of that ugly color. So we're going to pour, I'm going to just pour it very slowly so it will move across the canvas instead of over top of itself. I've got some caterpillar cells right there going on. I don't care for those, so I'm glad those are going. Alright, so now I'm going to stop that. We're going to stop that and wait till it goes off that corner. There we go. Drag it down. We got rid of those ugly caterpillar cells, so I'm happy about that. Watch the painting over there. You guys know I have a habit of pouring with wet paintings on the table. Okay. I really like what's going on over here. I really want to save that. I don't think that's possible. But I'm going to try awfully hard to save that. This I don't care for. I'd really like to pour off that side, but sometimes if you go from corner to corner and then do the other two corners, your cells don't get quite as wonky. But I really like this stuff over here. So I'm going to see if I can pour ever so slowly in this direction. And the slower you pour, the less wonky your cells are going to get. So and we pretty much lost most of that pretty, but we got a little bit of it. Okay, now we're going to go off this corner and then we'll go off that corner. Well, even though we had that ugly color in the middle, I still think it's a pretty painting. It's amazing how much these colors mix together. I'm not using a corner catcher, I'm just kind of watching what's going on. Getting rid of what I want to get rid of and keeping what I want to keep. Always back to the center before you tilt it. Now's where you really kind of have to pour a lot of your paint off. So most of the time you're not going to want to use that corner catcher at the very end. But you see what I mean about some of the cells sort of going wonky? Now sometimes it's neat, sometimes it's not so neat. But look at the colors we've got going on. I mean, every color of the rainbow is in there. It's just crazy that we used 3 colors plus some white. And that's what we came up with. Now, I'm pretty happy with that. I thought it was going to be super ugly to begin with, but it turned out pretty cool. Get our corner catcher out of the way before we knock into it and knock it into our painting. Now, I am not torching it for a reason. As soon as I torch it, there'll be other cells that start coming up, but I do see some air bubbles, so I'm going to torch it just really quickly. Which, again, will make more cells come up, but that's okay. Let's get you down. Okay, well, if you like a lot of cells, this has got a lot of cells. Different paint just works differently. No matter if you use the same formula, exactly the same every single time. I mean, look at the colors. Look at the cells. Look at all those lines and the different colors from last time. And see, those little cells right there are popping up because partly because we torched it, but mostly because we dumped a lot of paint off. And so it's giving the silicone in that paint that was lying underneath an opportunity to come forward. Some really pretty cells going on. Look at those cells upon cells, or cells within cells within cells. We got some interesting stuff going on because we changed the order. We didn't put white next to the red. At least now we don't have a lot of pink. I'm going to back it up and show you guys this one compared to the other one. It's still sitting there. There's more pink. There are bigger cells on that one, but there's more pink. So when they both dry, I'll show them both to you. Let's give you a close-up of these again, just because the cells are so cool. Okay, guys, there's your pretty for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. And in the last video, I'm sorry, I meant to mention, I apologize for the background noise. The dishwasher was running. And since my table that I pour on is 3 feet from my dishwasher, I'm sorry you guys heard that. But hopefully you guys could hear everything okay. So there's your pretty for today. Thank you in advance for watching the ads for me, checking out my website, donating to my PayPal. That is what keeps my channel going. So, you know, every penny that you donate, every painting that you guys purchase from me, or jewelry, whatever I create, all of that goes straight back into my channel. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to paint for you guys. So, if there's something you'd like to see, please drop me a letter. Send me an email, leave it in the comments. Yeah, you guys know I do all sorts of different creative things around here. It's not just for acrylic pouring. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the variety. And probably going to do another pour after this one. I've already got some colors in mind. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope wherever you are on the planet, you have an awesome day. See you later. Bye.